Good evening. New Year. I was with my relatives from Mindanao. They came all the way to have their family reunion, and there was a little boy. I did not even know his name. He was only 5 years old, already my great-grand nephew, because my first cousin married very early. Minecraft expert. Then I went to my sister's house, another grandnephew, Roblox expert. The sister, my grandniece, also builds entire cities and sometimes even whole planets using Minecraft. So, I talked to Microsoft Philippines. Libre for all public schools ang Minecraft. And what is important there, that's why I'm mentioning it to you. Mayroong Minecraft Education Edition. Merong feature yan for social and emotional learning. To teach the kids, Minecraft Education Edition. To teach the kids self-awareness. To teach the kids through games, self-regulation, how to discipline themselves. Then social awareness. Para makita din nila na they are not alone in the universe. They have the duty to the entire human race. Because social responsibility. And the fifth is responsible decision making. So, just like Saint Bishop, Doctor of the Church, Basil, and Gregory Janssen, who translated into Greek Christian teaching that came from Palestine, Jewish culture, into Greek culture during the 2nd and 3rd centuries. So iba ang panahon ngayon. I'm also a theologian. I taught theology for 30 years. I'm worried about the kids because my great-grandnephews, they could not live without their cell phones, and sometimes hindi pa naglalakad, nakalagay sa high chair, nakikita ako sa mga mall pag kumakain ka doon. Sanggol pa ata yan. Pero nakakatayo na, hindi pa naglalakad. Marunong na mag-swipe, nakakapili na ang bata kung anong lalaroin niya doon. Tapos, they are so engaged. Little kids. How do we translate the Christian message to that little boy, and to all the little boys, and to the teenagers, so that they will be ready for Christ? Just like in the gospel today, John 1:19-28. I am the voice of one crying out in the desert, make straight the way of the Lord. From Palestine to Greece, to Greek-speaking nations, Saint Basil and Saint Gregory. So I would like you to pray so that you, parents and teachers, can make straight the way of the Lord in the hearts of little boys and girls, in the hearts of teenagers. Nakaka-worry na eh. Because I study the surveys all over the world. Many of them are in emotional distress. Tapos tinatanong ko yung aking mga pamangkin, totoo ba yung survey na many of the young people are lonely? They have no one to tell their... They said it's true. Ang galing-galing mag-TikTok. Sasayaw ng ting-ting-tang-tang. may contest pa yan. Ang galing sa Facebook, may Instagram pa yan, sa Twitter, at saka kung ano-anong ginagawa ng mga bata. So, ilalapat natin yung ebanghelyo ngayon. Okay? Take responsibility to make straight the way of the Lord in the hearts of young people. Let us pray to the Blessed Virgin. Kahapon, solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. Let us pray to Saint Basil and Saint Gregory Janssen, that we will be able to do what Saint John the Baptist did to prepare the hearts of the Jews to accept Christ, whom they did not recognize. I am the voice of one crying out in the desert, make straight the way of the Lord. So what does St. John in his letter, from the first letter of St. John in the first reading, remain in the Son and in the Father, so that when He appears, we may have confidence and not be put to shame by Him at His coming, because we did our duty. We made straight the way of the Lord in the hearts of the young. Walang future yung simbahan kung hindi na yan magsisimba. So prepare them. Give them experiences so that their hearts will be open to mystery, transcendence, awe, so that when Christ calls them, they can say, here I am, Lord, send me. Let us pray. And pray for me. Ako lang nagkukumahog na enter the world of the young. Tinitignan ko yung kanilang mga video games para maipasok ko si Christ doon sa ano. Kasi iba na ang panahon ngayon eh. Iba ang panahon ni St. Basil at saka St. Gregory during the time. Iba ang pag-iisip ng mga tao. Ngayon, iba rin ang panahon na. That was 2,000 years ago. Iba ang panahon ngayon. May artificial intelligence na. Kinokontrol na tayo ng Facebook at saka ng hinuhubog yung ating pag-iisip. Kasi may algorithm yan eh. Na kung ano yung lagi mong pinipindot doon, yun din ilalabas niya ng ilalabas sa'yo. Kaya wala ka ng ibang magawa. Ang gaganda ng mga... Kasi pinag-aralan ka ng kanilang algorithms, pinag-aralan ka ng kanilang artificial intelligence. Baka mawala na tayo sa mystery and transcendence that is in our brain. Sabi ng brain scientist, sa ventromedial cortex, naghahanap ng meaning yung tao. Siguro maaari niyang itatago, i-repress niya, pero babalik at babalik yan kasi nasa brain natin, nakaprogram tayo to look for mystery and transcendence, to look for meaning in this wide world. So let us pray for young people. Paulit-ulit kong sinasabi yung sa UP Institute of Population Studies. 7.5% of Filipino young people are thinking of ending their lives. That's 1.5 million. May mga ilang mga parents, pinapakausap sa akin yung kanilang mga anak. Magpapakamatay na raw. Ilan lang yung makakausap ko. Ilan lang yung nagkukumpisal na they are thinking of suicide. So let us pray for people who touch our lives, especially the young. That we, like John the Baptist, will also be voices crying out in the desert, making straight the way of the Lord, especially in the hearts of children and young people.